welcome to my channel, Inspired Ideas. So today's positive card is, or basically, self-forgiveness oracle deck. That's masculine and feminine edition. It says, I forgive myself for fearing plus avoiding what may happen should I allow true vulnerability. I choose to believe that when I acknowledge my fears, I adjust the trajectory my life is moving in, so that I may be more intentional in what I am building. I have a hair on my phone. So, I mean, this definitely hits home for me for when sometimes exposing yourself or even presenting like these videos that I do are moments in time where I feel really vulnerable. And I remember one of my first videos that I did, it was about, what should I say, that's kind of loud. It was about 2 hours to make like a 15-minute video because I was just so nervous and didn't want to just give just anything, but it was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But I'm currently making a tea. This is the tea that I'm using. I'm not even sure if you could see it correctly, but I might just have to flip it over. But it says sweet and spicy, organic, caffeine free. It's really delicious. It's really good, and it's definitely cold out there. I wanted to have like rain in the background, but because it's currently raining today, and I made some soup to share with you, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you make it because, oh my god, it's so delicious. And I also want to add that sometimes you don't always have all the ingredients, but you can always improvise and be inspired by other things that you may have in your house. I mean, I did go to the store and the goal plan was to get 4 other items, but I realized, like, looking at my dish now, that it was perfect the way it is, and I wasn't really meant to get those at the moment, but maybe next time I'll get them. All right, well, hopefully you enjoy. So I just want to come on and just show you this little bit here. This was thawed out chicken. So basically we're just leaving it there, letting it cook. These are the herbs and ingredients that I have. And I'll definitely leave all the things in the description below. But we have carrots. Here's more of the chicken. This is exactly like kind of what you want it to look like. Let it char around the edges. And I pulled the chicken out and put it in a separate plate, but now I'm going to add water to the pot to get all that extra goodness and give that extra flavor. Here's the carrots. I'm gonna peel it and wash it, and potato and some cilantro, a Chile Pasilla. What is those? Scallions, mint, onion, garlic, which wasn't so like, little bits and pieces. That's what I'm basically gonna cut off and just throw that piece away, but and you see the chile that I'm washing? I'm going to toast it on the stove. Yep, directly on the fire, because see, I put it in a plate, but that way you get all the skin, and it makes a big difference. So here I'm just going to peel all the items that I need to peel, which is basically my carrots and my potatoes, and my phone was just slipping away. But I noticed that my biggest thing is I like to put all the extras in the sink, and it's easier for me that way instead of just grabbing a piece, throwing it in the garbage. It's like toss in the sink, toss in the sink. So here I'm just going to start chopping everything into little pieces. This is the scallions. They just like to add a little bit of flavor. Chop, chop, chop it. Super delicious. Gonna chop the onions. I feel like when you're making any kind of dish, the most important thing to have is like onions, garlic, and that offers like a lot of flavor as it is, and especially depending how you cook it. But and this I'm just gonna chop it into little thin slices, so that way when it's like in the soup, it's like mostly all uniform. And I did leave a few pieces out, but that's just for later. And my carrots, I wanted to cut them up into bigger chunks, And so that way when they do cook, it doesn't like dwindle down. The same thing with the potato. The potato is, you cut it to a nice consistency size. I normally like to cut all my vegetables small because I like to make sure that it goes into my soup and then my spoon grabs it and I'm able to like put it in my mouth and eat it and not have to worry about it. The cilantro, I like to also chop it with all the ends. I don't cut anything off. It's not just the top. I'm picking all the mint leaves off so that way the stems, I don't really like the stems and the mint leaves. It's not so tasty. See? And there goes my chile. I finished toasting it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it. I forgot to add that I was going to have a tomato, but it's a tomato. And I'm going to put the chile in there. I'm going to peel off all of the skin that's on top. And it's okay if a few charred pieces are inside because you're just going to blend it in anyways. And it's going to be fine. Got a little thirsty there. I really like the voiceovers because it definitely offers a lot when it comes to presentation, I guess, if you really just don't want to be in front of the computer, in front of your phone. But I add water to the top, and then this is my magic wand. If you really need one of these when it comes to your kitchen, I feel like everybody should have one of these. It like does magic. And like it just blends everything. You don't have to pour it out or nothing. You have to switch it or put it in one of those blender cups. Actually, I was going to say I don't own a blender, but I do. But I just don't. So I'm just going to pour the sauce here. Let it cook. Let it do its thing. Put bay leaves. I'm going to put rosemary. Oh my God, it's so. I didn't leave the stems with the rosemary. It's just like the little leaves. And here's the chicken. Since the chicken is already cooked, I can add all the items together. And this is just me showing you that I like my chicken to be a certain size. And definitely small consistency is better because that way with every bite you get a little piece of meat. Versus like you put in a big old glob of meat, it's like, okay, you don't really get that wonderful feeling of like every bite you have a little something. So it's just me throwing it all in. And here are all the ingredients all chopped up. Super delicious. Like I swear this was the best soup I've ever made in like a really long time. I'm gonna sip on my tea and just watch for a second. Delicious. I added these minced onions. They're dried, but oh my God, it tastes so good. And then salt and pepper. You know, you basically salt to your liking. And with the one chile that I put in, it's not spicy at all. But man, is it delicious. This is the best dish I've ever made in like forever, I feel like. A little bit of pepper, like a little dash, that's all. And see all the junk that's in my sink? Oh my goodness. That's the hard part. Always gotta clean all of that out. But while everything is cooking, and it's gonna take about probably at most 15 to 20 minutes, so that way the potato will be a perfect consistency. I'm just gonna wash all the dishes and get it out the way. Normally I'm really bad about it. I'll just leave it behind, but since I'm inspired, I'm just gonna do it. Why not? Why not? And another trick is if you have dirty dishes and they're freshly dirty, you wash them right away. You don't have to fight with the dishes when it comes to cleaning them. Commercials over here. And yeah, so good times, people. I noticed that, I was still in my work clothes. I got home and I just got straight to cooking. But I think all around it took me about maybe 45 minutes to do all the chopping, the cooking, the sizzling, the charring. I don't have a dish rack, but I should be using one. Well, the soup is all done and I'm just about to get ready for presentation. I hope you enjoy, and this is just really delicious, you know. This is what dreams are made of. Hopefully you can make this in your home and share this with your family and or friends. And watch how many reviews you're going to have. Reviews. You're going to be so happy. I needed just to make some rice to go along with this. I also have a separate video for that I'm going to put in the description below. And if you're interested to make it like super easy, Instapot kind of type of rice, this is definitely what dreams are made of. I'm all about making life easier, better, and still giving you the best quality that you can possibly get. This is just the ingredients that I'm getting for the rice. See, those onions and garlics are the best thing ever for all your meals and all your dishes. When it comes to the rice, you just need to make sure it's like golden brown. It's just waiting to be served. Look at that. Delicious. All right, the rice is ready. Adding all the things. I'm adding tomato bouillon. This is really tasty. Just, you know, just enough. Pour it in and stir it in. You add a little pepper and bam, put the lid on and everything will be done in just a little while. Definitely don't forget to stir. But look at this. This is the cup that one of my good friends gave me. My sister, Lasanja. Thank you so much. It's delicious. It's perfect for soups. And it's just me showing you me sipping on the soup. If you want, you can also add a little bit of lemon or hot sauce, or I mean, it definitely doesn't need hot sauce because all the flavors are in there, but like chips, cilantro. Look at that. Look at that. That's right. Rice is definitely a compliment to the soup. Oh my goodness, look at that. Delicious. Es que tengo que comer. I love you. Babini. Yep. Okay. This is definitely what dreams are made of. So hopefully you can make this for your family or friends and enjoy. Winter's coming, so why not? The fall is here. It's cold outside. It's okay. Enjoy.